Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action Pact, the D&D web show featuring our homebrew world of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Before we get into the episode, we want to thank Gilding Light for the space to stream our show, as well as the community in which to socialize, which you can find on Discord using the links that appear in the banner below. In that banner, you also find our Twitter page, _Istoria, to keep up with any news regarding the show, the world, and all sorts of goodies we post out there. We also want to give a thank you to Sirenscape for providing the music for most Gilding Light shows, though we do use Arkenforge here. We recommend both of them for all of your musical, atmospheric, and sound needs. And finally, big thank you to Idle Champions for the free code, which shall be posted in chat for you to use for a chest in-game. Get yourself some sick loots. All right, let me get a couple things going. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts here. A little bit of personal note. Unfortunately, the patron of the mascot of the stream, Link, my dog, he's upstairs in a crate, unfortunately, as he injured his back. So apologies for missing out on the game a little last minute last week, but he is doing well and recovering, just resting up and getting some good, well, R&R as he sleeps most of the day, and it's not too dissimilar from what he normally does anyway. But we'll go ahead and bring out to the table, and you'll notice that unfortunately a couple of our cast members are not here physically. One of them is doing a late shift, another one wasn't feeling too well, so erring on the side of caution, he stayed home, which we appreciate, but you may hear him now.
Hey.
Yes, so we've got Lambert and Jake both in Discord call. Hopefully you guys can hear them on the stream. It's kind of what we have to make do with, the kind of the streaming situation that we have. So hopefully you'll be able to hear them through the stream. Jake, can you give a hello to the stream too? Make sure we sound okay.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Everybody.
So we'll go ahead and continue the game as we expected. Hopefully we don't have too many other technical difficulties come up. But with that, let's go ahead and get into the game. So, in our last session, where we left off, the party had successfully defended the town of Pharaoh Fall from this unusual kind of incursion, a wound that had formed beneath the town itself. Venturing into the depths and caves below, they discovered that there was some cult activity, possibly related to this wound. After slaying an armored knight, a pair of undead assistants, and a partially transformed dragon. One that, as far as you know, is likely one of the first ones seen in Istoria in millennia. So, after slaying them, you then successfully defeated them and then went against the wound, finding some nasty creatures peering through it on the opposite side. You're able to cast some spells and close it without any sort of further incursion into Istoria. But moving on from there, you went back upstairs and went back up through the caves rather, and found a new, at least temporary ally named Darwin, who was currently kind of resting next to a large pillar of necrotic energy that you had discovered previously. Finding interest in it and its particular kind of ability to channel energy, he requested that he go ahead and take it off your hands, and town's hands, just to keep track of it. Agreeing to this and coming up with a slight fabrication in terms of what happened, you allowed him, without any sort of real argument, to take the pillar with him back to his lair, which he mentioned was in the Gretus Swamps, near the middle of Tatia. After moving up and making your way back into the town square, you were greeted with the townsfolk. All of them slowly being assembled after a brief couple of moments, and celebrated as saviors of the town.
Government documentation.
That's right. A writ. You also may have established a mayor in the process too. So,
Applause.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. Setting out for the town, though, you made your way back onto the return trip to Milvain with loot and body parts in stow. So, the next couple days of travel as you move through the fort, and had a couple encounters earlier on in the evening hours. The next couple days are light travel. No real sort of remarkable things happen. Easy days.
Nice. Need that after the eventful couple days we've had.
Unless you wanted to make any stops along the way.
I don't think so. Just making our way back to Melvane, I think.
Okay.
Alright.
So, riding back into Milvane with quite a bit to your name now at this point. You all ride in, and the day is yours.
Awesome.
Oh, so we already stopped at the
Fort.
little fort thing.
Yes. That's what I was getting to, was that if you wanted to do anything there in particular, you're more than welcome. But if you want to just continue riding through, you're also welcome to do that too.
Okay. I assume we would have informed the fort of what all happened at the town and all that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Sure. So yeah, you're back. You're going through the fort. You see the typical kind of guardsman at the gate, just giving you a, "Well, there, travelers.
Oh, there.
What's your business?"
Oh, we passed through on our way in. We went to the creepy town. We fixed it.
I see.
It's not cursed anymore.
Well done.
Thanks.
If you wait for a moment, I'll grab the captain and hold, please.
Sure.
See him hop down.
He's totally fine with this.
Yeah. She got no problems.
No.
Yeah.
This is totally normal behavior.
So after a few minutes, the gate opens up. You see a couple of guardsmen walk out there with the captain in between both of them. And where are my notes? There we go. Sorry, I'm just all out of sorts right now.
It's okay. It's been a minute.
There we go. Okay. Captain Enwin. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was a female elf. So she walks out. Welcome back. How was your travel?
The deed
Successful.
is done.
It is.
Yep. There's a written documentation to prove it.
Kind of takes it from you, a little confused and curious. She unravels the scroll and looks it over. This is a writ from the Church of Kale.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The church in the city or the town is
The priestess
yeah.
wrote it up for us.
This is quite a significant writ.
I mean,
Quite significant.
we did a lot in a couple of days.
Did.
I see.
It's like no longer cursed. People aren't dying over there anymore. It's all gone.
So it was
The
being
town
taken
is
over by the fell, and we closed a tear and killed a giant undead centaur, and it's just it's on the up and up now.
I think they're having an election. New mayor's gonna be in there. Hopefully they prosper.
I see. Oh. Well done. Rolls it back up and hands it over. Well, you're welcome to stay within the fort for the evening, if you need rest.
Probably a good idea.
Sure, we'll rest on our way back to Milvane.
Okay. I'll need to send off some reports that way, too.
Well, maybe we could carry them for you.
Yes, actually, that would be helpful.
No problem. We know the sheriff there, so.
Oh, perfect. That's who my reports would go to.
Well, wonderful. We'll make sure that she gets them.
Okay.
I want to go see that shopkeeper and be like, "Hey, we survived."
Okay, yeah. So so you go into the general store. You see the same dwarf man behind the counter in his brown velvet tunic.
Hey!
Oh, hello there.
We survived!
Oh, well, congratulations.
Victorious. It's officially A-OK over there now.
In Ferrofall, you've cured the land.
Yeah, it's not in shadow anymore. People aren't really dying outside of normal, natural reasons to die, I guess.
Sure.
You know, we didn't cure mortality, but...
Right. That was awfully quick. That was, what, a few days? Not even a full week?
Just a warm-up for us, you know? Needed to stretch our legs a little.
I see.
I mean, you know, you get some insider information, you gotta strike on it. You can't just let it fester.
Just get in, get out.
Insider information?
Yeah, we there was some foul stuff happening, and we managed to capture one of the creatures.
Oh, I see. Well, well done.
Turns out there was kind of a rip in the universe leading to not really great place, kind of creepy, lots of tentacles over there. Definitely don't want to have that. So if you see anything like that happening again around here, you let us know.
Oh, sure. Just send word over to the intrepid adventurers that travel right through here. And
Well, we actually have a name now.
oh, really?
Yeah.
What name would that be?
Oh, you know, we're the Moonstone Guard.
The
We
Moonstone
have official
Guard.
papers.
That's very nice. He doesn't take the rep from you.
No, I just kind of like did this.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh,
And
well,
then went,
congratulations.
Adventure badge.
yeah.
Hey.
Official seal.
Well, we're getting Dakota rings and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I can respect that. Well, that's actually quite good news for me too. I can get more goods moving through here back from home.
Yeah, we're probably gonna stop off in Milvay and let them know everything's on the up and up, and then maybe, I don't know, we haven't really talked yet, but not since we survived, figure maybe we'll make our way to Coaster and see if we can get some research going for you.
That would be appreciated. Sure. If you're coming back through this way, I'd be happy to enlist the aid of these amazing adventurers that have been so kind as to visit my humble establishment.
We're not all high and mighty frou-frou like that. I mean, look at us. We're still kind of, you know, a little ragamuffin-y, but...
I feel like shit.
Well, diamonds in the rough, then, if you will.
What's down in the rough?
Right.
Got him.
Anyway, we just wanted to let you know that we survived and, you know, could probably look into that stuff that I definitely know, completely remember what we said we were going to look into.
Ah, right. The crystal that I have.
That's right.
The one that has more fey energies in it rather than the shadow ones that you mentioned. So,
Oh, yeah,
did you have
these.
any of those? Right. Did you have any of those you wanted to part with by chance?
How many do we have? We've got a decent bit of them, I think. I picked up 3.
I can't remember if you let me pick them up or not, because we were in the room and I thought I wanted to pick up 2, but they were also like in the ground,
Right.
so I probably didn't pick them up.
I picked up 1 because I booped it on the thing.
Yep.
So I have at least 1. And then I thought we got a couple more. Where are...
You had some from inside the alchemist area that you had recovered. The assistants, the skeletal assistants.
Yeah. I'm just looking for the number of them.
I think it was 5 total.
5 total. Well, you know, maybe we'd be willing to part with them, but we also have inroads in Milvain, you know.
We
Well,
can maybe do 1.
Maybe 1.
Look, I understand you probably have some sort of contractual agreement back in Milvain with the powers that be that sent you there in the first place, but if they didn't happen to mention a specific number of crystals, then maybe I could purchase one from you, at a premium, of course, as I do respect your brave adventuring.
Elevate the status, really.
Of course.
Yeah.
a writ from the Church of Kale is not one that comes very easily, so I'd be happy to compensate you fairly for it.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me. I mean, we didn't exactly get an official number of crystals to provide, so I suppose if you've got someone in mind that might want to buy it, I can help a fellow out, right?
Absolutely. That would be my people back in Kostrin. I'd send them the fake crystal and then one of yours.
Oh, so we could just take them both for you.
Sure, but I also am willing to pay for the actual crystal itself.
Sure. Well, I take out 3 of them, probably the 3 smaller ones. Like I'll kind of like look at my bag and I'll grab the 3 smaller ones. Which size would you pick?
You know, I think I'm partial to the one on the right. If you don't mind, I'll just...
Go ahead, take a look.
Thank you. See him pull out a little magnifying...
Don't hit it too hard.
Oh, sure. No, I didn't plan on hitting it at all.
It might seriously do some damage.
Understood. You see him, like, kind of look it over. Well, looking at my assessment, I do happen to deal with crystals from time to time, although of the magical variety, not like this. Given that, I think a fair price would be... well, with the writ. And if you're going to bring it back to my friends, 200 gold pieces.
Inside you.
Yeah, based on our knowledge of how the last negotiation we did with crystals went, what's the vibe? What are we thinking?
If you wanted to make an insight check to see if he's being honest in terms of like trying to cut a deal or anything like that.
First, do you wanna-
And those in the call, if you want to make a roll, that's fine too. Whoever wants to. Okay. Would anybody on the call want to make a roll as well?
I think I'm good.
Okay. With a 13, you kind of sense his general vibe, and you don't detect any sort of like signs of him trying to undercut you or put you at like some sort of real loss in terms of selling it. He seems honest, despite the maybe showy stature that he sometimes puts on.
Seems like a good deal to me. What do you guys think?
I mean, it sounds fair. Pretty new to the market.
All right.
All right, agreed. You see him pull out a small pouch. Should be is platinum fine?
Should be.
Alright,
We can break it in Melbourne if we need to.
perfect. 20 platinum pieces. Hands it over.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, this is really interesting. So you said don't hit it with anything really too hard. Light tapping, things of that nature.
So think of it like a grenade. Or like an explosive.
I've never worked with grenades. They're kind of newer.
We
Yeah.
threw one and it didn't blow up. It would take significant force. Like,
Okay.
don't drop a boulder on it. Don't hit it with a hammer.
Right. Okay. That the second one was really what I was concerned about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of it kind of like it's encased. Like it's got a crystal encasement. So if you break that,
Like it might be hollow on the inside.
Oh, I see. Okay, sure.
It's it's got some energy in it, and it's that like feels like it's sucking the life out of you. That kind of dark feeling.
Okay.
Doomish.
necrotic. She's talking about necrotic.
Okay, gotcha. I'm somewhat familiar with the different types of energies. I really don't do much with them myself. I'm just a merchant, but people back home, some of them would talk to me a bit about different applications of energies in terms of weaponry and enchantments, things of that nature. So I have a basic understanding.
Now, something that might be interesting for your friends to look into. I don't know enough about this yet, but I'm learning. We found some. We didn't grab any before the cave collapsed, but there were some that were empty. So I have a theory that you might be able to empty that, put something else in it, energy-wise.
Interesting. Okay.
Maybe. It's a theory. It's a theory.
All
Haven't
right.
tested it yet.
Something to work with.
But, you know, if your friends are the learned type, interested in that kind of thing.
Some of them are, sure.
Or you could just use it to blow something up. That also works.
All right. Well, that's good to know too. Somebody comes in and tries to rob me, just hit him with the crystal.
Well, throw the crystal and then hit the crystal with an arrow.
Okay, sure. I was really kind of joking. I mean, even on the fort. No one's gonna rob me here.
I know. I just, didn't want you going around thinking that you could just throw it at somebody that would work. We tried that. It didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
They make very poor pop rocks.
I'm not familiar with pop rocks. Are they truly just rocks that pop?
In your mouth.
Oh no, what are the
How does that work?
little fireworks that you throw and they explode when they hit the ground?
Oh.
Oh.
Pop rocks.
Pop rocks.
Right, pop rocks. Ye old pop rocks.
Old timey pop rocks.
Are those the ones that kind of snap and then they pop?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little pouches of powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Gotcha.
a little black powder
Little
in them.
children's toys.
Right. For the wee little ones.
Yes.
Sure. You put those in your mouth?
No, not those. It's something else. It's a northern thing. It's like a candy.
Okay,
I
sure.
mean, you could. I wouldn't recommend it. But
It kind of like fizzes. It's like a piece of candy and it fizzes in your mouth, kind of. So they call it pop rocks.
Oh. That's weird.
Anywho.
It is weird. It's entertaining for kids.
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to purchase here?
What's your stock of healing potions like right now?
We just bought them out.
I don't know if you were able to stock up any.
No, I haven't received any shipments. They generally come in every week or so.
Okay.
Depends on, what kind of expediency we need.
That's fair. Figured it didn't hurt to ask.
I do have general provisions, though, if you need them.
I think we're pretty full still. We made good time.
Yeah, I think we're still good with the barrel of water that we have and the feed for the horses. So.
I mean, they must be running a little now at this point.
Well, that's fair. We should probably just top them off before we go. Yeah, we'll get a little hay. Do you have apples?
Sure, yeah, of course I got it.
Love some apples. Do you have a sugar cube?
I do have sugar, yes. Not exactly in cube form, but actually, you know what? Hang on, let me take a look. You see him, dip behind the counter for a bit. You hear him fumble around. I don't know. I've got salt licks. I think, hang on. You see him duck back down again. Aye! Here we go. You see him pull out this small bag. Sugar cubes, yeah. I've got
Perfect.
15 of them.
I'll take the lot. A little present for Jasper and Ruby.
Ah, great. That'll be, let's see, for that, 5 silver pieces.
Perfect. And a barrel of water and a thing of feed for the horses.
All right. Barrel of water and a full sack of feed.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. That would be another gold and 5 silver.
Okay, so 7 and 5 is 12, right?
Right. Well, you want the barrel too, like the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Right.
yeah. And then, so a gold and 12 silver. Is that what you said?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure I'm counting correctly.
Got enough fingers for that.
Nope. I'm also pretty sure I went cross-eyed, so enjoy that stream. How many silver and 2 gold?
10.
10.
10.
10. 10.
Money. Oh, hey, strong ones. You want to help me with this barrel?
Oh, sure. You don't have to give me compliments, though.
Oh.
I like him.
Charmer.
I'm kidding. I know you weren't talking about me.
Alright, I go out and I immediately give Jasper and Ruby a sugar cube.
Oh, nice. You see Bog out there. Oh, you bought them the sugar cubes.
got them sugar
They do love it. It's very kind of you.
Got some feed and some water for them too, but I just thought the sugar cubes would be a nice touch, especially after the days that we've had.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy. They've both been real good.
Yeah.
That's bad. Well,
Anything else, guys?
No, I'm good to go. I just wanted to stop and let them know what happened.
It's a good call. I feel like I'm talking to God. I keep talking to the ceiling. Like,
I mean, I do think of myself that way.
who's the DM here?
I thought you would sound taller.
Whoa, that is a weird effect going on that camera. Let's change that color, because that I don't like. That's better, okay. You went red in the stream.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Angry! Alright, I'm better now. Okay. So, as we continue along then, for the next couple days, easy traveling back into Milvain. Could I have, let's see, actually, you know what? Could I have everybody give me your passive insight?
Passive insight 11.
Okay.
Then
wait, where is that? Additional sense types?
It'll be on the left side of your character page, near like your passive perception.
Oh, okay. 11.
11? Okay. Dark Ear, I'm assuming yours probably about the same-ish. Yep. Also 11. Okay.
real insightful.
Yeah, then we move along. So, as the party makes it to Milvain, towards, let's see, if you left, you've been traveling...
Oh. Sorry, for what it's worth, Bogzar is at 17.
Right, yep. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll continue along.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You good?
You're supposed to drink it, not inhale it.
No, this is why I'm not there.
Yeah. We do appreciate you, looking out for us. I appreciate you looking out for us. I don't know about these guys, actually. I shouldn't speak for them.
I mean, I'm always the one that would have to deal with the most.
True.
I just saw what's on my chair.
And I'm sure.
So, as we continue along, sorry, I heard about it and I couldn't resist. So, you make it to Milvain. It's at about midday, actually. I'll keep the lights where they're at, though, since yours looks like it's okay with this particular setting, so we'll leave it there. So, yeah, you get to Milvain about midday, without any sort of real trouble or any sort of unusual encounters along the travel. So, it is, we'll say, for all intents and purposes, about noon, and you still have the remainder of the day to do what you like.
Did they give us missives we needed to give to the sheriff?
For what in particular?
The fort said something about some messages they needed to or reports or something.
Yeah, well, actually, the report that they were going to give to the sheriff was about your results in Verifol.
Oh, okay. Cool. So he's just like, you just tell her then?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Right. Well, I guess we should maybe go talk to her.
I was going to say, the first thing that I assume Bog would want to do, and then I'm sure most of us be down, is go check in at the Rose and see how they're doing, and then go to the sheriff.
The Quilpa Rose.
Yeah, I would like to do that. See how Rose is doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see how all the changes that we made are doing.
So, with the first stop on the agenda, you head over to the Copper Rose. Walking in, you see
Still standing.
Huh?
Step 1, it's still standing.
Yeah, step 1 still standing.
Okay, perfect.
Everything's
Is there a new sign yet?
not yet. No. It is currently still in the works. Actually, let's see. It actually would have been about a week. Oh, a little over a week now. So, actually, yes. You do see the brand new sign up there with its, I believe if I remember the depiction correctly, a wrought iron sign with copper inlays and the, I think, rose itself.
Copper rose.
Yeah. Hanging above.
Love it.
So,
And
sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, then I know we're doing new doors. I didn't know if those were done yet as well. Or...
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the enchanted doors.
Yeah, the new doors were actually already completed.
Anti-break
okay.
doors.
Yeah. So walking up, you see the new sign. Doors are currently open. You see a couple people walking in just before you. Bog's like, he says, "I'll take the cart and the horses back around to the back."
That's good, Bog.
All right. I'll be in to see you and say hi to Rose in just a bit, though.
Okay.
Takes him around. So, you all walk in. You see, it's got a decent kind of, rush to it in terms of lunch. A couple people that walked ahead of you look like they're ready for their food. Just walking in as that smell that hits the air. Those good meats and everything from your new hires and everything behind the kitchen. And although formerly part-time, the satyr actually is playing a little jig for everybody as you walk in. You see Rose in her usual chair.
As we walk in, I'll just prestidigitation a little gust and a little fanfare tinkle, and I'll be like, "The Moonstone Guard has arrived home!"
You see a couple people, you see a couple, there's a couple people just kind of confused a little bit, start clapping.
Where's Rose? There she is, Rose!
Oh, hey, dearie! You see her very slowly and carefully kind of get up from the
No,
high back
don't
chair.
get up, sweetie.
No, it's good to see you all again. How did it go?
Oh my gosh.
Where's Bog?
He's putting the horses away. He'll be right back.
Oh, okay,
Perfectly fine.
good.
We got him sugar cubes, so he's getting them settled.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah. We a tale for you, Rose. Oh my goodness. Action, adventure, near-death experiences. I died.
Oh, wait, you died?
I did.
How are you standing?
Well,
I got bad.
magic.
I see. It's amazing kind of things that can happen with magic.
This. I have a friend I want to introduce you to later.
Oh, okay. Somebody you met on the road?
No, she's been my friend for a long time. We can just see her now.
That's very nice, dear. She kind of gives you this very reassuring pat.
I conjure Ishara underneath my cloak, and I open the cloak a little bit, and her head pokes out.
Oh, I thought you meant something else. Hello there, little one. You see her kind of underneath Ashara's chin, just kind of give her a little scratch.
This is Ishara.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Rose.
She doesn't talk, only to me.
Oh, does she understand me?
She does.
Oh, good.
None of this is making you sound crazy.
It was a bit, yes. But I'm glad you made a new friend.
Yeah.
Well, met your old friend?
Yeah, she, it's a long story.
I imagine. Well, how are you all doing? Can I see if we can make you some food, make you some lunch?
That'd be nice.
All right. Do you all just sit in your normal booth? I'll go back. You take it easy. So you just kind of shuffle towards the back. And after a few minutes, Bog comes in. Hey, everyone, got the horses back. Said hi to Rose. She's putting in an order for us for lunch special.
She's the sweetest, isn't she? Yes, she was a little worried about you, but I assured her you're here, you were just putting the horses away. So.
Thank you.
You promise her you're not going nowhere. Not running off or anything.
Right. That's right. So you see him just kind of sit down next to you guys. After a few minutes pass while you're waiting for your food, I'm sorry, did you want to have a conversation?
No. Well, no. Go ahead.
Maybe-
with your-
no.
I gotta find the page. It's gonna be a minute. So you go right ahead.
Understood. So, after you're, just kind of talking, catching up, chatting a bit, Vadir, you see a very tall woman enter the bar. Has to slightly duck to even enter the establishment. One you've met before, and yeah, and Rainier, you notice her too. As you see her, she kind of looks around just after entering in, spots you all, kind of gives a nod.
Do I see this?
I'll say
11.
for your passive. I'll let you roll for it.
I think it's your girlfriend.
I tip my hat like this.
No, I don't. That's
Okay.
what is it? Perception? Yeah,
Yep.
5.
Okay, so yeah, you're just enjoying the music and everything. You're like, all right, it's nice to hear a bard again. So you see her kind of just sit at the far end of the bar, without anyone near her.
Does she keep looking at me, or is she just hanging out?
You look again, and she kind of glances over again and goes back. You see her at that. Eventually, she does have a drink brought to her. Who's your friend?
What?
Who's friend?
I noticed our friend O'Gearin looks at that tall lady there at the end of the bar.
Dorgirin, you're looking at her?
Vadir. Dang it, man. Every time. Why? Why in my brain? All right.
It's because his face is right there with his name on it.
Right, yeah. That's why, yes. Not because my brain keeps doing that for some reason. Our friend Vadir keeps looking at the tall woman at the end of the bar.
What's she look like? Is she pretty?
It's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah, so she is a Goliath woman.
Okay.
Who is, as one would expect, well built. She, you know what? Let me pull up her character description so I describe her accurately. There we go. So she has very long, black. There we go. Curled hair, gray eyes. She is 8'3". Has a, as I mentioned, muscular build. She has a pretty stern face with a few scars on a kind of squared face. So, in a way, yeah.
She's handsome.
Yeah. She definitely takes care of herself.
Oh dear, she's pretty.
I know.
Are you nervous?
What? No.
You should go talk to her.
I can talk to her for you if you like.
I'm good.
Does she keep looking at him?
She does, yeah.
Oh, I think she's interested.
I think she's got a crush on our old
Oh?
Minotaur friend over here.
You should go talk to her.
Should we strike up a love ballad?
No, we're good.
Now make her move. Go ahead.
We're good.
Do I need to order a little liquid courage for you?
Nope, we're good.
You see Bog get up from the table and walk over to the bar. He doesn't go at the far end to her. But you see him get the bartender over, say a few words, and then he sits down. I ordered a drink for her for you.
Thanks. It's much appreciated.
Sure.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
What, you guys can razz on me for make-believe love interests and I can't do the same to you?
No, you totally can. We just handle it a little differently.
Plus, I think we're raising on him for something to make believe, but I don't know about you. You and your crushes.
Bug!
Well, you got two leading men for you.
Yeah, well, you just can't keep a girl satisfied with only one man.
A genie?
Well, that's fair.
He can make your wishes come true.
Oh.
Oh, yes, this is true.
We do have something he wants.
Mm-hmm, me.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Yep. And like a side bonus of, the other things
The
that he
other
wants.
things. Mostly the other things. It's fine.
50-50.
At some point when the bard takes a break, I don't want to call her over.
Okay.
I just get excited about you calling the bard over.
Let's go ahead and stop that now so we can fast forward. So, she does take a small break. And in that time, you see her walk towards the bar. And,
Oh, Vin, yeah? Come on over, dear. We'll order you a drink and have a seat with us.
oh, yeah, sure. See her walk over, very kind of upbeat and one would say almost like, I don't want to use the term sprightly because sprites also exist. But you see her walk over and she's kind of, with a couple claps of her hooves. Oh, hi. So, nice to meet you all. I heard so many good things.
Oh, great. Wonderful. This is actually really interesting. Do you write your own songs?
I do, although admittedly, a lot of the ones that you hear me play are kind of like, the standards.
Well, sure.
It's what people want to hear.
Yeah. Well, do you think that there would be any local interest in a local heroes troupe doing well?
I think I see where you're going with this, and yes, I do.
Well, pull up a chair, sweetie. We've got a story for you.
Okay, sure. She pulls over one of the chairs. You see her look down. I don't have any pen and paper on me. I can probably grab something, though, unless you have it on your persons.
I don't know if I have any paper.
Would we know where they're at, like behind the bar?
Yeah.
I'll mage hand it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Just kind of floats over. Well, that's convenient.
Isn't it, though? Magic.
So, see her kind of like tap on the quill and dip it in the ink. Tell me your story.
We're about to tell you the thrilling adventure of the Moonstone Guard, saviors of Farrowfall.
Farrowfall.
Saviors of Farrowfall.
Interesting.
We have official documentation to prove it.
Okay. Can I see it? It kind of helps with the
Absolutely.
thing.
Sure.
You in that document.
You see her just like she's just like looking and writing. This is you have a writ from Metropolis?
Yeah.
The Church of Kale?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Quick flash.
Savers of Farrowfall. Do tell.
We immediately begin going in a very extravagant, slightly exaggerated tale of how we saved Farrowfall, with, I'm sure, peppering commentary from the entire group.
Nope, I'm not talking.
Except for Vadir, who's sulking in a corner.
Not sulking.
In character, I think that may have been.
Yeah.
Not sulking.
Not sulking.
Vadir, don't sulk.
After an impressive conversation that you all have with her, and you see her just kind of like she's struggling to keep up with all the details. But this is incredible. You found a wound that is a portal to other worlds, and then you sealed it, but after defeating a dragon, which I thought they didn't exist.
Yeah, we didn't either. Like, it was kind of weird.
Would you like proof, dear?
Do you have proof?
We have proof.
Yes.
Come on
Pull
back.
up the dragon head.
No, we go into the back where it's in the cart.
She looks at it
Wait,
like,
you left that unattended outside?
No, it's in like her bond. She has like they have a storage area for the cart, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had that in the bag of holding anyway.
It wouldn't fit.
The head?
The head of the dragon? It wouldn't have fit in the bag of holding.
It actually was a young dragon, so in theory it could.
Oh. But then it would have gotten gunk all over everything. I feel like we
Nah.
would have just put it in the back of the cart.
It's not, it's not like,
Whoa! Sorry, that was loud.
like the inside of it's not actually like a bag, right?
Yeah, but it still gets slop all over everything.
Okay.
Whatever you guys thought happened, totally happened.
The decided narrative.
I
Yeah.
do still feel like we would have gone outside. We wouldn't just whip a dragon head out in a bar.
I mean, that's what we did with the hag head.
Right? Yeah, talking about rolling it down into... Hey!
I voted against that.
It's true.
Yep.
So,
Real sad.
yeah, she gets a good look at it though, and like, this is incredible. Okay, this will be great for details. She just starts she looks like she's just taking notes at this point. Okay, so the eyes are almost pupilless, but they have black cracks through it. What is this?
It was tainted.
It was.
Okay.
It was we don't know what kind of dragon it was at first, but it was definitely tainted by the wound.
Okay.
Actually, did know.
Well, aren't you cool?
Did you?
Oh, did you?
I thought Ashara told me.
She told you, if I remember correctly, she told you what she knew it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't normal.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
Rainier, do you still have the dragon sword?
Yes. The Dragon Slayer longsword.
Yeah. And this is what
Yeah.
he used to discipline and keep the dragon in line.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's why he's dead.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're both dead, but you know.
So you're still taking a couple notes. This is amazing work that's on it. How did you guys find this place?
I think it's quite the wound itself or the cursed town.
The wound.
We captured a quickling,
Mm-hmm.
and they told us there was a wound that was a portal.
Oh,
That all the
that's
spell things were coming in.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have made any mention of your temporary ally?
No.
Nope.
No need to.
Okay. Right. Okay. Quickling. Got it. Okay. Wow. This is an amazing tale. I don't even know if I can do this justice. I'll be honest. But I will do my best, and it'll probably be a little bit of work to get a song written. But I'm happy to try.
If this is helpful, I can kind of conjure up. I use prestidigitation to conjure up an illusory image that can fit in my hand of the like creepy tentacles that were coming at us from the wound.
Oh.
This is what was in the wound. On
Um,
like a larger scale.
could I have you make either a performance check or
Sure.
this would be a check with your spellcasting ability, which I think is charisma,
Mm-hmm.
plus proficiency bonus.
Proficiency in
Just your proficiency bonus.
It's +3.
+3. Okay. Alright, so that's a 16, 17, 18, 19 plus my charisma
Mhm.
is
The
20,
bonus.
21 plus 2.
Okay. So yeah, as you all see, Rin create this minor illusion. It looks spot on from what was slurping out of the portal itself. Granted, tiny version, but still looks like details are all there, perfectly. Vimia begins to look up and she startled for a moment.
My reaction exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's something you don't want to hear.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
But coming at you.
right. She looks.
Literally, we stopped this from coming over.
Big mouth in there too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Did we cut off one of its tentacles?
Yeah.
It
You did.
We did, yeah.
yeah. It got cut off when you sealed the portal
Mm-hmm. Was it still flopping? It was flopping for a little bit.
for a little bit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's all right. Well, that's horrifying.
Indeed.
But that's another part of a good tale. So okay,
You could even make it like a two-parter if you wanted.
how so?
I mean, like the beginning, and then find a good point to cut off cliffhanger, right? Then take an interlude
Hmm.
and just, get a little drink and then come back and into the second half.
Okay. I hadn't thought about that. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Intermissions. They're waiting on your every word.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is amazing. Okay, well, I'm going to get to work. Well, actually, I should probably finish playing for a little bit.
Sure.
Give it, give them a few more songs, and then I'll take a break.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you for the amazing story and the opportunity to write it, no less, too.
Absolutely. Oh, and have Rose grab you another beer as well. That way you can... We've done a lot of talking, so
Oh, true. It's true.
don't want your voice going hoarse.
And so you go back and get one more. And Theobald is the one who actually serves him, or serves her, rather, the drink.
That's right, we did have a bartender.
Yep. You got Theobald, Oriana, and Finn.
Finn.
Finn in the back.
Alright, because the server is the sultry one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oriana Ecstasy.
That name. Just that name.
Yep.
Cristal, like the champagne.
That's right. So, as Vimia goes back up to the front and begins playing again, you see Theobald walk over. Oh, hey, I was told to give you, actually specifically this. And he hands out a mug of ale from the woman at the bar. I thought Bog ordered one from you for her. Did you just want me to go, like, talk to her for you or something?
See?
But you're scared.
Yeah, apparently.
I feel like it's a pretty open door over there with the libation swapping and.
Well, they're swapping something.
I'll go talk to her.
Peer pressure.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You just, like, you glance behind you and you just see me and Bob going, oh, I mean, you know.
Right.
Very casual. We're
Yeah.
just continuing our conversation.
And then, yeah, they both just...
Mm-hmm.
So, you approach the tall woman at the end of the bar.
I do. Well, since they're not going to let me live it down until I do, good evening.
Evening. It's actually more afternoon than evening, but splitting hairs.
It's been a long week.
For me, too.
How's business been?
Mixed bag.
Better than bad. All the way.
Interesting for sure.
Anything new crop up with what we were talking about before?
Actually, yes.
Anything of note?
Yeah, so here's the situation. You were a little dodgy, little what's how best to describe this? I felt like you were trying to not divulge all the information about that bounty. So, feeling it was in the best interest of the cow, I sent a word out back to Ortharm and see a bit more information about that one you were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Both also trying to help you out in case, you may have needed help, but then also just check up on you, being honest.
That's fair. Can't blame you.
So I was surprised to find that there's a description of the individual you're looking for. He's sitting right over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Came straight from Orthar.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, I can't remember. Did I get a description when I got mine originally? Or was
You
it
got-
just the name?
You got just a name.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd have been pretty nice if they'd have given me the actual description instead of just the name. I'll pull out the actual bounty that I have.
You see her just kind of reach over.
By all means.
Handsome Bog.
Not much to go on.
Rolls it back up and hands it over to you. Well, as I see it, there's probably two ways of doing this.
Yeah, probably. Which way would you prefer?
I prefer getting 30,000 gold pieces.
That is a hell of a lot better deal than I got.
That's
Mine's
what that
only
said.
5.
Yeah, I noticed.
So how many are outside?
Of what?
I'm assuming your friends are probably nearby.
Oh, I just came here to talk to you first.
Okay.
It's nice to have a conversation and figure out how best to pursue these things first.
That's fair. It is tough. Ortharm's a long way.
It is.
He's earning me so much more money now, too.
What's that?
He's definitely making the investment worth it.
How so?
I mean, we've already earned more than just his little bounty. Just from the things that he knows and how he can make money.
Do tell.
So, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to tell too much of what we just done, but we did go to Farrowfall, and with a lot of his help, got quite a bit out of there from
From the ghost town.
Ghost Town.
You're not there.
Yeah.
I know.
So, the ghost town was a ghost town for an actual reason, and not just a, kind of like urban legend reason thing. There was an actual tear underneath the town into the Shadowfell.
Really?
Yeah. There was, I think it was the Shattered. I think I'm remembering that right. The Shattered were operating out of there.
Okay.
Underneath the town, they were channeling the necrotic energy of the Shadowfell through this town center. There's a lot of creepy stuff happening too, like flying skulls, but like not flaming skulls. They were like something different. And some little, tiny little things that were super quick. I think they're called quicklings. Were there too.
It's a fitting name.
Yeah. There's a lot, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of work, but we already made more than what his bounty would have been worth, and that's just one trip. And he was pretty pivotal to making it happen.
So you're saying Handsome Bog is better not turned over to the cow?
Yeah, it's more of an investment.
How does that actually give me 30,000 gold pieces then?
I mean, there may be things that you need done. He's very capable in more than just a little bit of adventuring. He's got some knowledge with gems. In particular, if you don't want questions asked about how the gems are obtained. He's a good hand at that. He's a good hand with money, too. I mean, that's the whole reason this got turned over the way it did. He's not some kind of worthless, quick pocket kind of person.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Usefulness is subjective, but generally speaking, people with skills are valuable. But those with skills, let's say, greater than my own, are the ones that are also wanting him. That's my concern too. Granted, personal gold, my personal wealth, gold, that's nice. But going against the cow, that's stupid.
That's fair. I am remembering now what they did to the mage.
Yeah.
It slipped my mind for a moment. I've had a few other things happen since then. It slipped my mind a little bit.
Going to a ghost town, I can only imagine. But what still is in my mind is the head exploding, heart being ripped out. That kind of thing you don't forget. And that's only some of the supernatural things that I've heard about in terms of what the cow can do. So,
It's fair.
make its persuasion check.
Balls. Oh, that's great. That's 18.
18. She kind of looks. Tell you what I'll do. I can give you a day to figure out whether or not you want to act on this.
Okay.
If you can think of some reason as to indicate why Bog shouldn't be turned over, a convincing one. One that actually has some kind of material and weight to it. I'm not talking gold. I'm saying real reasons. Outside of just the possibility of what he can do. Then maybe I'll say that I haven't seen him around here.
How hefty of a reason would you be interested in?
Let's
Just
say...
ballpark.
Let's say I've got some ties back home that I would like to have removed.
Okay.
If those ties were severed, then I would be none the wiser as to where Bog is.
How big are these ties?
They're bigger than me.
Like full-grown ties?
Yeah, not half ties.
All right. I'll give it some thought.
Well, let me know what you think tomorrow. We'll say about noon here as well.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Great.
Do you want another ale?
I gotta get back to work.
That's fair. Talk to you tomorrow.
Stands up and walks out.
He's coming back.
I think that went... I don't know how that went.
I don't really know either. I just
There was no smooching, so
wasn't.
couldn't be that good.
No, I didn't exactly see fireworks or anything.
Mm.
Oh, hi! How'd it go?
Did you bomb?
Yeah, we did.
You bombed or bond?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said bond. We bonded.
Oh, good. I said bombed.
Well, bonding is definitely better than bombing.
Yeah.
I
Lunch.
will say.
Looked a little tense. Just a tense one.
You still seem tense.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
She makes door. She makes Dorgirin look small.
It's a whole lot of woman.
Mm. It's a shame her name isn't Rosie, because then she could be a whole lot of Rosie.
Oh. What is their name?
I have it written down, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Oh, you're actually going to tell us?
Bog knows her name. Oh wait, I can't remember if I told Bog about the money or not.
I can't remember either. But Harley.
That's right.
Yeah.
Harley.
Yes. Yeah, her name's Harley, and we talked about what she did for us already.
Oh, that was her.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Oh, she's the one that made a lot of the funds for this place happen. Wait, she's the one that works for the cow. I don't think she was wanting just to talk to you about being, new friends.
I don't think so either.
You're right, she wasn't. She was talking about what we had previously established as my contact here. So it was mostly business.
Oh.
Kind of why I didn't want to talk to her.
Well, you could have just told us that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Truth is so much easier than trying to lie, because then you get goaded into situations you don't want to do. Trust circle, guys. Trust circle.
it's like a triangle right now.
Well, it's because the cat's curled up over by the fire. It's more like a rhombus situation. If you get, but like it skips over anyone that's not in her. It's complicated. You get what I'm saying.
So, what'd she want with me?
I think you already know what she wanted.
I was afraid of hearing that.
But I may have found a possible side road. She did say that she has some other concerns with familial ties that could be taken care of, and she might have never seen you.
Really?
Familial, like.
Yeah.
Like the bigger side of the family.
What? Right? Like, wait, bigger than her? What's big? Oh. I don't.
Well, it's smaller than the ogre that killed me, right? Like That's how that works.
No.
Size wise? No? Bigger?
No, giants are big. Like,
Bigger? Oh.
yeah, and I think that was a cyclops.
I won't fly there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
We got
Do you
24
know
hours.
where?
No. It was not a whole lot of detail given.
So we'd have to have some giants or what, deep down?
Yeah. Or
Forever?
yeah. It's kind of hard to make a persuasive deal. She got a lot more money on her side.
Fuck, what did you do?
I think I may have told you all this.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, the ring that I happened to acquire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, framed for murder. That
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Can't we just kill that guy? Because he's like a guy, right?
Yeah, no, he is. He's a noble back in Orpham.
As opposed to like...
I'm not sure which one's easier.
I mean, he's got the cow under his employ. And you've already seen what the higher ups there can do.
Weren't we trying to get rid of the cow?
In this town. Yeah.
I mean, we might have been.
What's our long-term goal still? Do we have one?
Nope.
Well, we have to find some moonstones.
Yeah.
And some dragon hearts.
Yeah.
We got to use the mole divining rod to find the moonstones.
I got a creepy guy following me. Slender Man.
Oh yeah, you're Slenderman!
Yeah. He still pops up every now and then.
I gotta help Ashara so I have some gold.
My friend just wants me to be strong.
Oh,
I
that's
mean, I know we
nice.
all had our individual
Ooh,
things, but I didn't remember if we had like a group goal that we were in the middle of.
And I think our group goal is just to make everybody else's goals happen. Everybody's goals happen.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah.
Do it.
Maybe kind of figure out what the heck this shattered thing is doing. Maybe that's like a...
There's something to look into, sure.
Yeah, they seem to not be great with the opening wounds and whatnot.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
doesn't seem like
they've tried to poison
a
us.
accord.
They had a big open wound, ring the fell in. The shatter just isn't great. I'm okay dealing with them.
Yeah. Sound a little, broken.
Yeah.
Because they're shattered.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What are we gonna do with you boys?
I don't know. Maybe we should stop by your boyfriend next.
I mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's
We
only
probably
like
should go talk to him anyway.
I mean, we got some food and ale in us.
Yeah.
A bit of bad news, but, we can maybe turn it around.
Meanwhile, we should maybe also... I feel like core money first, and then we should also let the sheriff know that
She-
everything in Fairfall is in the up and up.
Oh, wait, hang on when I'm back.
Hey!
welcome back from your nap.
Hey, dog
Yeah.
Aaron.
Sorry, I zoned out there for a little bit. I
Yeah.
had this weird dream of these weird rectangular boxes with weird strings plugged into them.
Oh,
It sounds horrifying.
it does.
It was awful.
They sound demonic.
Well, we were just talking about what we were going to do next. Sounds like Bob might be in a little bit of trouble. We've got a little bit of a decision to make, but we were kind of thinking also, maybe let's just table that for now, mull it over individually, go see Corford, get some money,
Yeah.
and then go see the sheriff, let her know Feral Fall is back in business.
Maybe they can rename the town.
Yeah. Moonstone Mill.
Ooh, what about
Sonia.
What about Moonstone Rise?
Ooh! Foxy! Marketing!
I mean, so
That's what I'm here for.
So hear me out though. There's like a temple, right? And it's made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
And like, well now it's gonna be all green, so it could be like a stone temple.
Pilot?
Like, it's the first one. Yeah, I like it.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just an idea. Just throwing it out.
I'll give you inspiration on that one.
Feel dirty.
Dude.
Could use that earlier.
I guess let's go talk to Corfer, give him the what, all the bits.
Do you want to give
I
him
want
like the
some-
whole dragon
I
head?
want some dragon armor. That's what I want.
Okay.
So, as you head on over to the Laystone Focused, you once again find the open door, brick building, and you see Corfer inside. As he's kind of just like popping out from behind the curtain that leads into the back area of the establishment, he just looks at you guys as you're walking in. Oh, hey, how's it going?
I tried
You're
again,
back.
but this time with more jingling. The Moonstone God has arrived.
Is that a thing now?
We have a name.
Just
Wanted a little fanfare with it the first couple times we used it.
let it happen.
I like it. No. I appreciate it. Well, welcome back. I honestly wasn't sure if you were going to be, if the whole Farrowfall place sounded as bad as it may have been. I'm glad to see you guys are home.
It was shit.
We fixed it though.
I fixed it.
Yeah.
I thought you were just going there to kill some bad things.
We did.
I mean, we did that. We also,
It's part of the process.
we kind of closed an interdimensional womb.
You closed a wound.
Mm-hmm. It was really hard.
Really?
It had this in it.
Yeah, was it the, yeah. I don't like that. You can stop that.
Yeah. We didn't like it either. It was terrifying after a while.
Okay.
You can stop that.
So, hang on.
Yep.
You closed a wound.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. You can just hit them.
To the foul.
Yeah, but closing one's not done easily.
No, it was really, really hard.
Yeah. I had to
Oh,
hit it.
okay. Sorry. I thought, based off the way you were talking about it, it seemed like you were just, nonchalantly, well, we closed a wound.
Yeah, we just sewed it back together. No, I used so many spells.
Okay.
And that didn't work all the way, and then we had to,
Hit it.
hit it.
We like many problems in life, you can just hit it.
That thing almost came through. It was almost here. That was terrifying.
Huh.
Oh, and we, come here, Rainier. Hold that open. Okay. And we got, this.
Wait a second.
Can I put this down? It's really heavy.
Yeah, no, I'll take it, yeah. He just grabs it with one arm. You have a dragon's head?
Yep.
A dragon's head.
Yep.
I think we have some dragon scales as well.
We do.
And some teeth.
We had to kill that. It was infected. See, look at its eyes. It's got these, it was not good things.
Yeah.
It
Look,
wasn't
all right. Just bring everyone in.
Bring it up.
As everyone enters the shop, you see him kind of stomp his foot, and then a stone door slides up from the doorway.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, hang on. You see him start to stretch, and then his actual genie form takes place. Okay. So wait, you're talking about a dragon head here in Istoria. This hasn't been here for millennia. Do you understand how significant this is?
Yeah.
The implications?
I do.
Okay.
Everyone does. I do.
And he the dude who had him tamed it.
Well,
Wait,
he had this
tamed
sword.
it.
Rainier,
Yep. I pull it out of the bag.
whip your sword out.
What about your longsword?
That's why I pulled out of the bag. The short sword is on my hip.
He
Right.
was using
Yeah.
this.
What about your
Looks at it. This is... You have a dragon slayer sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I had known all of this was in Farrowfall, I probably would have gone myself. But, well done. Okay.
We have it officially documented. See?
He's just in disbelief at this point, looks at it and reads over the writ.
Who would sign and notarized?
Why wouldn't you have that too? From the Church of Can. Right, yeah. Okay, so I'm just dealing with the upstart saviors of the realm.
Kind of a big deal.
You know, before we talked, I probably would have not agreed to that, but yeah, no, clearly you are. All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Well, go
I had
ahead.
some things from your list.
Oh, you did? Great.
Oh, I pull out the quickling shoes. Are the feet still in the shoes, or do we take them out? That's an aside thing.
Pretty sure they're still in them.
I'm pretty sure you just cut off the feet.
We just take.
Yeah.
Ding,
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm just gonna pull them out by like the ankles. Like, hey, we got some quickling shoes for you.
Oh, great. Okay. Fantastic.
Oh, and, here's
We
some.
weren't sure if you needed the feet too, so we ran this as well.
I didn't need the feet, but I appreciate the follow through.
One. Vial of fiendish blood.
Oh, great. Okay. Yep. Perfect. That's down.
Bunch of the skull gems.
Oh yeah. 6. Right?
Yeah.
6. I just.
Actually.
From
Okay.
Skulls.
And flaming skulls.
They weren't flaming skulls.
These, yeah, they're black.
Yeah.
They were a little different, but they
Yeah.
were still flying around doing.
What did they
I-
call them? Rotting skulls.
Rotting skulls.
Okay. That makes more sense. Normally they're green. But yeah. No, I can still work with these. Sure.
There's kind of a theme.
Got 6 of them. Nice. Yeah.
And then, this is kind of interesting.
Hmm.
We have these 4.
15. 10.
10 commandments. We have these 4 crystals. They're filled with necrotic energy. But they were empty.
It's the story now.
Yeah.
Kind of takes them from you. Okay, these have been shifted.
What does that mean?
They're no longer storing. They've absorbed too much. They're permanent.
Bull ring?
They're just always necrotic.
Yeah.
Meanness.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, there was like this really evil pillar that was like seeping, like drawing stuff from the wound.
Mm.
And it just, you booped it with the thing and it filled it.
Well, you said there was a wound to the Shadowfell nearby.
Yeah, below it. And there
Yeah.
was a pillar, from what we understood, was taking the energy from the Shadowfell and pointing it to a point in the village center on a bonfire. And they would sacrifice somebody. And it would light and sacrifice somebody and create
Turn them into the.
one of the skulls, I think. Or something like that. They would create something out of it that was not good.
Understood. So these are Shadentine at this point, because they're just necrotic.
Shade into.
Yeah. Each one of the forms of storine, if it sits in a given element, normally around a wound long enough, it'll transform and be permanently what it was suffused with. So, you have like Shadentine, Feyentine, Aerotine, Geotine, Pyro, Cairo. Yeah.
Ovaltine.
Ovaltine. Oh my gosh.
Where would that be from? Mechanus? Yeah, that sounds right. And there's Ethertine and Astraltine, so,
And aspartame.
yes. That one sucks. But yeah, so, I mean, I can definitely still work with these. I mean, this is absolutely something I can use to enchant things with necrotic energy. So, this is great.
Is there a lot of call for that?
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. If you wanted something to be dealing necrotic damage, but you could also have it be used to negate necrotic damage or
Oh, that's fair.
have resistance to it. This is,
Resistance.
yeah. I could use this to possibly craft Ring of Resistance, or at least partially.
These are the gems?
Yeah.
They're crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Oh yeah, we got some gems. Look at these, and I pull out the moonstones.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What will these react to my hammer? Can anything be done with them?
Yeah, actually. I can fix them to the pommel, see what kind of energy kind of infuses in the hammer after that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I can do that over the course of a day if you got the time for it.
Ooh, I got the time.
Okay.
So I am the hammer and the chips.
All right, great.
I was curious, what do you have plans for these dragon parts, or do you think there's anything you can do with them?
Well, given the amount, there's not a lot, but you did get the head, which is, I mean, there's a lot of application in it. You have, he kind of looks at it. Interesting point. There's not really a lot of teeth in here. It's more of a beak. I thought dragons had teeth. That's weird.
It
Yeah,
didn't
that's
look
what I was
right.
thinking.
Wait a second. He starts to like kind of look at it a bit more. Okay. This wasn't a normal dragon. This wasn't a chromatic or metallic.
No,
This is a deep dragon.
a deep dragon.
Yeah, these things exist deep in the Underdark. They get suffused with their energy. Basically, you take a dragon egg, leave it down in the Underdark for long enough before it hatches, and sometimes you get a deep dragon. But yeah, the black energy in here, the portal, the wound, it was turning into a shadow dragon too.
Oh, interesting. You can do more than one dragon?
Well, it was in the process of transitioning.
Oh.
Yeah, this is, I've got ideas for this. What would you want done with it? I could turn it into, I don't have enough scales to create scale mail with it, or dragon scale mail. But I could definitely use its energy to either make armor of necrotic resistance. And kind of like you see him take this small knife from behind the counter, starts shaving off a bit of its scales. I think there's enough. Actually, hang on. He takes a couple of the scales and you see him just clasp it in his hands and kind of crush it. Kind of flicks a bit. You see that? You see these tiny little puffs of what look almost like dust coming off of it. There are enough spores still in its body that you could actually use these to create something for maybe psychic resistance.
I like sidle over and like, can you show me? Like,
Yeah, so
like a shop talk.
deep dragons have the ability of basically doing this breath, where they release spores, and that can actually hurt somebody, mentally, basically.
Right.
So, being that there's enough here within enough of its neck that you chopped off, I could still actually potentially use this for that.
Very interesting, guys. Very interesting. I already have that. So.
Looking at you
Looking
guys.
at fucking y'all.
Very interesting. We all interested? Very interesting.
What do you think, Rainier?
Do you think there's a chance you could make a mask out of what's left of the head?
A bath?
Mask?
I've heard tales of masks that match the. I don't know. I might be. As an aside, I might be reading too much into.
Yeah, that's a really like it's a legendary item kind of thing where you're like,
I thought it was just wondrous.
or an artifact or something. It's one of the two. Dragon masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm bad with colors. I thought they were green, but I guess it's like. Oh yeah, they're past green. My bad.
You're good.
Being color's not good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. None of us have ones, so we can't use the but okay, so yeah, I mean, whatever. You are by far and away the expert. I will defer to your judgment or recommendations.
Well, the boots I'll be able to turn into magical item, which I actually have a couple on hand. So if you want to do a one-for-one trade, I'd be willing to do that for you. But the difference, though, is that the amount of time it's going to take me to make the other magical items still inhibits some cost. So we should kind of work out what the terms are.
Well, we have a few other things. Some of them are just trinkets. I don't know if you have any interest in just like we have like this gold bracelet, and we have like this copper chalice with silver filigree. I don't know. They look nice, but like I don't know if that's your thing. But I did have a question about this one item, and I couldn't identify it. I just don't really understand what it is. And I pull out the black gem with the water droplets.
Yeah, sure, I'll take a look. Kind of takes it from you.
I just get like a conjuration feel.
Yeah, kind of looks it over, inspects it carefully. Yeah. Kind of looks at it. Yeah, this, kind of an interesting item. Hand it back to you. You could use that to actually summon something from the Shadowfell. It's a creature called the Shadow Spawn. It's kind of like a little helper creature.
What?
Yeah, you could. Granted, those things are testy. So if you do summon it, just be ready to kind of point it immediately at something you want to have it attack.
So like point and shoot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But it will conjure one of those creatures.
Look like.
Shadow Spawn?
Yeah.
You have varied forms. There's some that are just, nasty little bitey guys. Some of them have sharp, spiky arms that'll kind of stab things. It kind of depends on what you want.
That sounds terrifying. What happens after I conjure it? Like, is it just here then?
No, it'll eventually actually return. But
Okay,
it's
so
here
you
for a
won't
bit.
have to kill it.
I mean, unless you wanted to. But generally, no. The summoning spells, normally, they return back.
Okay. Perfect. Interesting. We also have. Got that. Identified that.
Darn it! I got it slightly wrong. So rewind that. I thought it was something else. So you summon a spirit from the Shadowfell.
Spirit from the Shadowfell.
Yeah, and it encompasses one of three emotions: fury, despair, or fear.
Oh.
Yeah, so it does have the ability of still kind of attacking something, but some of them may be more inclined to hide in shadows, or basically just have things feel the weight of sorrow on them. And other ones may just be more inclined to attack things.
And I don't get to pick, it's just whatever.
Oh, no, you'd be able to summon the one that you wanted.
Oh, okay, cool. Neat. We also got this map. I can kind of read it, but I can't really read it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
I can take a look, sure. Kind of grabs it from you and unfurls it. Let me check to see what his known languages are, because Corford does.
All of them.
No.
He's basically the DM manifest.
I thought that was Jeff.
Well,
That is
true,
Jeff.
That is Jeff.
That's right. Should just ask Jeff
Yeah.
next time.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. So yeah, he looks at it. I see some Elvish on here. I actually don't know some of this language. I recognize the Draconic on it, but I can't read it.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were struggling with too. It's like more stylized imagery than language. And like I don't know which way is up. There's no this way is up sign.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that one.
Doesn't look like anything familiar.
Not to me, no. I mean, he kind of hands it back to you. I mean, in truth, haven't been in Istoria for terribly long. I mean, I've done some reading and that kind of thing, but like, I don't know specifics about this world. So.
Fair. So do you deal in more mundane items too, or should we take that to someone else?
I mean, I could still buy them from you, and kind of hand them off, but generally speaking, no, I don't normally buy just kind of the. Well, let me see what you got exactly.
All right, I'll just lay it on the table. There's gemstones, our assortment. There's this gold bracelet. There's the small mirror. There's the copper chalice. I think that's it of the normal stuff.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Out of character.
Sure.
Are any of those gems usable for like magical tattoos and stuff?
They are not.
They're not. Okay, never mind. We're good.
I
Yep.
gave up everything. I put everything but the 2 diamonds because those are usable for spell casting stuff for Bob.
The mirror, not so much. But I'll buy the other stuff.
And then I think there was one other thing that I saw.
I could actually probably use those other items for some of the things I want to eat.
We gave him the dragon scales and the fang too, right?
So I still had the Dragon Slayer longsword in my hand. I was going to put it up, and I had a moment. I was like, "You wouldn't happen to have any other versions of Dragon Slayer weapons, would you? Or any other enchanted weapons?"
I mean, enchanted weapons, absolutely. Dragon Slayers, I can take a look. I don't think that I do. But if you wanted me to reforge this as another weapon, I could do that.
Ooh.
It'll take some time, but I could do it.
That, turning to the group, we don't really have a use for a longsword for any of us. Would you guys be opposed to it being reforged to a slightly nimbler weapon?
Have at it.
Want it all nimbly bimbly?
Just gets a little unwieldy when I have another weapon out.
Are you
It's too long
gonna
for you?
change its nature in general, or are you just gonna make it so you can wield it?
Turning back to him, you're talking about just reforging it to a different type of weapon, but same properties, yeah?
Yeah, basically taking the core elements of this and then applying it to another weapon.
Yeah, so just changing it into my favorite sword type, like a scimitar instead of a big longsword.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, no. We'll work all this out in trade, because it sounds like we've got a lot of list of things to move through, and
Yeah.
probably need some decisions as to what you want, and then what I'll take as payment.
For sure.
So right now we have 4 Shadentine crystals, 1 dragon head, 1 vial of fiendish ichor, 6 rotting skull eyes, they're the red gems, a pair of quickling shoes, 1. I wrote 1 small. That's as far as I got. 1 small. Dragon fang, 5 pounds of dragon scales. I don't know. Oh, small gold bracelet.
Alright, well, what I can do then is
Gems.
I'll take the maul and the gems. I can work on that for the rest of the day, and then part of tomorrow, get you that back. The longsword, it'll take me a while to reforge it as another weapon. You said scimitar is what you prefer?
That's what I'm using now, and I'm not. None of us are using it. We can leave this with you to take your time.
Okay, perfect. The scales and the dragon head. I could either do. Let's see, with all of that. I can't create dragon scale mail out of just this, but I could use it to make a suit of armor and apply its resistance to it. So either psychic or necrotic, whichever one you prefer.
Rainier?
I already. Ooh, so okay. As an aside, like out of character.
Mhm.
So being that I'm already resistant to necrotic, if I get a armor with more resistance to necrotic, it makes me immune. Correct?
Does not.
If you- What?
Nope.
Thought it was.
Does
I
not
was
stack.
thinking- Huh?
It does not stack.
The best you get is resistance.
I guess because I was looking at the dragon scale mail of a color, but okay. Then I would. So back in character, necrotic already doesn't phase me much. I'd be more into the psychic because they had in my head.
I could also create it into a pair of rings.
Rings.
Yeah, I could do a ring of psychic resistance and a ring of necrotic resistance. So no armor, but you could have one of each.
That might.
That'd probably be better.
Yeah.
If no one else is looking
that would convert the dragon scales. Is that what you said?
And the head.
And the head.
Yep. Basically all the dragon parts. I can turn it into either one.
Yeah, by all means. I think the rings is probably the best bet there.
When reforging that long sword, would there be like leftover material to craft something else with?
There's not enough to actually make any individual item.
Oh, no pair of like dragon slayer brass knucks.
No, nothing like that. Valid question, though.
I like where your head's at.
I do too. As to the eyes, with all of those, I can actually make a mantle of spell resistance. 1.
What does that mean? Spell resistance.
Well, those eyes they can be used to basically give somebody the what would be a better chance of resisting spells being applied to them. So, mantle spell resistance is advantage against spell saving throws.
Oh.
It's a very rare, one of the two, magical item.
Rare.
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 So I can make one of those out of that.
That's some shit.
Mm.
And that, like, a mantle goes, it's just outerwear, so it's not replacing your armor, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a cloak.
Yep.
Yeah, cloak.
This is more out of my curiosity. Are you able, so you can use all of the eyes to make something like that. Can you use some of the eyes and mix it with something else to make another type of item? Or is that pretty much like their real only use is that mantle?
Well, I mean, I can apply those eyes to something else to kind of create an item that has all of those properties. But it gets a little more tricky in terms of the combination of different effects onto a single magical item.
Okay. I was just curious.
Basically, it would take more material.
Well, yeah. I just know we're all novices at the armor crafting, especially of magical nature.
Also, if we just do like the different items and stuff, there's more to go around.
True. So, you tell me what you want.
Oh, go ahead.
You tell me what you want, and then I'll give you a price tag.
What do you do with the quick lane shoes?
I can create boots of speed with those.
That's pretty cool.
Alright.
I think Orgaren needs those so we can keep up with me and get into the fight. It's not fun when I'm the first one in there and no one else is nearby yet.
Is there anything anyone wants? An item you were looking for?
Oh, I don't wear shoes. I
They're
don't have feet. I got
they're like gold plates for your hooves.
He kind of like gives you a wink. I can make some adjustments.
Some anklets. Oh, it'll be adorable, little anklets. Can I have charms on them?
If you wanted.
Little moonstone charms?
It's like a Pandora's bracelet,
Yeah.
but for your ankle.
Pandora's ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pandora's ankle bracelet. Get you some little charms, like a coffee mug.
Hang on.
I'm looking for something to just increase my AC, so I don't die so fast.
Well, we still haven't
17?
worked out payment, so
True.
this is a lot of work.
It is.
What are you thinking? What's your ballpark so far?
Well,
Ballpark, I'm thinking, and exchanging some of the items. 50,000 gold pieces.
50?
Yeah, 50. Seems honestly, I'm cutting you a deal, but
Inside check.
And that's for both the mall conversion of the mall, which would be what normally?
that's for everything,
That's for everything.
right?
Okay. So, which included converting the mall and then converting the dragon sword, right? Those are the only two things.
What are you converting my mall?
He's adding
I
to
just
it,
had
like he's
gemstones to it with the moonstones.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah. Doing the mall work.
Here,
Let's go.
I would say I don't think we need the boots of speed. We could probably give that to you as a payment. All the gems, right? Those odds and end pieces. So the things I feel like, if I've read our group correctly, the things we care about are the sword, the maw, and the mantle. Am I right on that? And the rings. I don't know the rings. Those are the main things we care about, correct?
Yes.
So would we be willing to barter the rest of the items as payment to get that price down? I
Well,
also don't have the list in front of me, I know.
Well, I don't know that it equates.
It's definitely not.
it does not. No.
No.
No, I'm saying I said to get the price down, not as an even exchange.
Yeah. So if we factor in, we give you the boots of speed.
Well, I'd still have to make the boots of speed.
Well, I mean, giving you the quickling shoes.
Right.
Sorry. Giving you the quickling shoes, stating that we just want the maul modified, sword modified, mantle and the 2 rings, and then the rest of the accoutrement that you want from what we've shown you here. What kind of deal could you cut us for that?
40,000 gold pieces.
We have that much, don't we?
No.
No.
We do
No.
not.
We do not even close.
How much does Bog have?
Like
14.
14,000.
I know, like, as far as like Burgerian is concerned, the main thing he knows is the ball. And like, assuming that that's not too much, just to like integrate the gem stones into it.
I guess.
Like, I think that the majority of that price is probably from having to create like entirely new items out of materials.
I agree. Brenier, do you have a use for all of your stuff? Like, if you had to prioritize, what would be the one thing that you want to walk away from here with?
I mean, the rings I thought was just for the group. The sword is really cool.
Look, if you
Really
want,
cool, but how often are we gonna run into dragons?
I can tell.
And we could, I mean, I can use a long sword. Vigier can use a long sword as well. I mean, that's not an issue because we have proficiency in that. At least I do. I assume that Vigier has proficiency in the long swords and martial weapons.
Look, if you allow me,
do.
I think there's a bit of desire on your guys' end to actually have these items. After discussing the crafting process and everything, it sounds like you're interested in them.
Yes.
Well, I still need some work done, and it's going to take me some time to make these things too. What if you were to do something for me, and then we cover the cost that way?
That'd be double.
Depends on what it is. I mean, we're kind of.
Would you be able to do the mold before we head out to whatever the work you're doing?
Yeah, I can still get that done within a day.
Sorry, not to be selfish, but the goal is.
We do need you to have your mall. That is important.
Have your special boy.
It's kind of your main hit and stick.
Oh, it's a part of me.
Yeah.
The work you're talking about is not off your list, correct? Or is it something outside of that?
It's definitely outside of the list.
Stock.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not the only genie on this, on this world. Technically not even the only genie around here. Not in Milvain. I believe I'm the only genie here.
Like on Tasha.
Right.
That's... Feel better?
Yeah. There are 2 others that I know of on the continent. Well, rumored anyway. Both of
Are
them...
they nice?
One, I doubt it. The second one, maybe. Rumor has it, there are 2 in the Kartu Desert.
Okay.
It's home.
Yeah, there's rumors that there's one that is deep in the Kartu Desert. Deep being the applicable term. The other one is the ruler of Inictal.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. The The Jewel of the Desert is ran by a genie.
I never would have thought. That's a joke.
So, here's my thought. If there's two there might be a third one. This is purely supposition, but there might be a third one somewhere else. That's the one that I'm concerned about, too.
Concerned about?
Yeah.
Why concerned?
If there's two in the desert, chances are they're probably, I would say, maybe in opposition of each other. Normally, me and my kin kind of butt heads.
Okay.
If there's a fourth one, that one's left unchecked. And while I might have a more amicable disposition, more of the enterprising type, and I have a decent place for myself worked out here in Milvain, I don't necessarily need anybody else coming after me.
Do the Cartoon Desert Genies know of you?
I don't know. But that'd be something to possibly look into as well.
Why do you have a feeling that there's a third? Do you guys normally like balance each other out? Like you're always evensies?
Kind of, yeah.
Interesting. So something drew you here? Or do you think it was the other way around?
Oh, definitely something drew me here. Not a genie, but something else. You know, we've kind of developed a rapport with one another. You guys want to see something interesting?
Yes.
It's not gonna give me a headache, is it?
It might.
Shit. Okay.
Come on. He kind of guides you towards the back area of the shop. One that, if I remember correctly, only you and Ren briefly saw. It leads you in the back. There was an area that you walked past at one point in time where you saw some kind of like runic carvings on the ground. He walks you into this room where you can clearly see, now at this point, there are runic circles, partially concentric, also interconnected with different kind of lines and like gemstone beads within the ground. This is actually where I do a lot of my channeling of different magics. So, if you look, and you starts to move one of the circles, and you see the whole thing start to shift and turn as it starts to rotate. The way this place works is ultimately, I built this shop in this spot as this was a wound. But, using these runes, I'm able to channel different energies from different places of existence, planes of existence. Hence, Laystone focused.
That's it's a bit on the nose.
There are a couple ley lines that intersect beneath this shop. And it's actually originally where I came through. But I found that I could manipulate them, so I opened the shop here. Keep it guarded. And, admittedly, use it to my own ends for a little bit of profitable gain.
So can anybody attuning that, like can anybody using that pull for the energies, or is it only something that you know how to do?
I could teach somebody how to do it. And somebody with enough arcane skill probably could figure out how to do it. But it's not something that one can just, move them around and then all of a sudden it opens up.
Do the markings on the floor and stuff that moves look like the stuff that was on the markings on the pillar?
Make an Arcana check.
Good call. Good call.
They help.
12? You see a couple similar markings, but they're inherently different. Based off of the kind of pattern that was on the pillar, it had a very different purpose than what this was. Whereas this is more like a lens being focused to a certain specific point. The ones you saw on the pillar looked almost just more like channeling energy, like an opening of a fire hose, effectively.
Okay. Oh, so it's like focusing. The pillar that we saw was more like a fire hose, you know?
Yeah, just opening up entirely.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous.
Very. I mean, obviously, it cursed an entire town.
Mm.
This is fascinating. You can do. Is the wound still existing, or did you close the wound and build this on top?
Oh, it's still here. It's just you can't see it right now because it's almost entirely... It's not quite closed. It's more accessible, but also controlled.
Is it just to one, or is it to all planes of existence?
Well, it really only focuses the energy at this point. It doesn't actually open up into a full portal anymore.
Okay.
But you can use it as kind of like a nexus point to channel different energies depending on how you want to configure the stones.
Gotcha.
It was a wound, though, back to the elemental plane of Earth, as you may have guessed.
Never would have guessed. So wait, if we closed the wound and Pharaoh fall, does that mean it'll stay closed?
It may. But
If you close them once, do they stay, like, is it something that they, like, stay closed, or is it, like, kind of sitting in the background like yours is?
I'd be more inclined to say sitting in the background. This world is not healed. These wounds, I think they'll reopen at some point.
Okay.
Maybe not all at once. Maybe not all ever, but they at least can.
It's like a water skin that you've poked enough holes into, they just kind of start to rip, right?
Yeah,
The plug sound, but they're still gonna leak.
right.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's interesting, but terrifying is a good word for it. Well, tell you what, there are 2 genies in Kartu Desert. If you wanted to seek them out and find out what they know, if there may be a third one, not me, of course, around, that would be good to know. Just kind of keep tabs. Unfortunately, where they go, I generally kind of stray away from, while, air genies typically stay towards the skies. Fire genies can go around and normally volcanoes. The water ones, well, they and I don't get along too well.
Makes sense.
Is there anything that we could say to the genies if we come across them in the Kartu Desert to get them to tell us if they know? Like, is there like a code word?
Not
Something that would endear us to them?
not a code word per se, but tell them that you're searching for iron flasks with a specific want or desire to destroy them, as there are no safe place, or not a safe place, but they're not good for anything. That'll normally get you a bit of good faith.
Okay.
You may or may not remember that list. That's one of the ones on your item.
It is.
I tell you this with trust being given. Those can contain us. You've heard of a genie in a lamp?
Yes.
Iron flasks are lamps, but you can force us in there. So,
Understood. So what all are you you're more just wanting us to run kind of a recon kind of thing, correct?
yes.
And that's purely what we're looking for. See if they know about you, see if they know about an extra genie out there,
Yeah.
and then report back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if there is one that is running a towel, I wouldn't mind having that open line of communication. Generally speaking, if it's an air genie, they're pretty benevolent. They're not more of the malicious variety. To be honest, the Ifrits, they can be. So, if you go looking for a fight, or if you want to go looking for a fight, Go at the fire one.
So if the one running in Ictal, if it is in fact a genie, happens to be any of them but a water genie, you would like to exchange contact information?
If it's an air genie, yes.
Well, I meant as long as it's not a water genie.
Well, no.
Only
If it's-
air genie.
Only if
Correct.
it's an A. Okay.
It's an air genie that's running that place.
Cool.
Yeah, contact information for sure. If it's a fire one, find out what their motivations are first.
Okay.
Since you shared, I'm trusting you.
Hmm.
Ishara. She calls out.
It's an interesting looking pseudo dragon.
Her soul is bonded to mine. She's actually a dragon.
Interesting.
I need to find her one.
Very interesting. So, what kind of body are you looking for?
Preferably dragon, right?
Kind of. Okay.
She's a stone dragon.
Hmm.
This is what her body used to look like before her soul attached to mine.
That's small. You hear
No,
it.
way bigger.
Sorry. Okay.
She brought me back to life, and now this is unfortunately her last little bit of self, and I need to save her.
I see. I've heard of something, but you won't want to go there. Tell you what. Let's keep things somewhat measured. Look into the genie first. I can send out some feelers. Make sure that what I heard actually is true. If it is, then I'll see if it's actually something that's worth pursuing. Sure.
You hear that? There's hope.
It kind of flaps up the wings a little bit. Crawls back in. That's unusual. But then again, I'm here, so also unusual.
Magic.
Yeah.
Like attracts like.
Well, it'll take me a while to make all these items, so I'll get the hammer done by tomorrow. Door here and the other ones you can come by at some point. Maybe after if you head up to Nictal, by the time you're back, I should have at least a couple of them done.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Let's go say hi to the sheriff.
Oh, the door. Stomps his foot and then.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, no
you.
problem. Sorry, I rarely shut it.
That's okay.
It's I'm not really fond of like tight spaces.
Fair.
Couldn't imagine why.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty.
So, you all head out. You then make a final stop for at least the kind of three things you listed out at the barracks, the Timberrock barracks specifically. So, as you walk up, you see the same three-story stone building. When you walk in, you see the kind of not exactly like a constable desk, but like kind of the waiting area. And you walk in and you see one man behind it. Hello there.
Hi there.
Can I help you?
We're here to see the sheriff.
On what business?
We have an update from Fort. The fort between here and Fairfell.
Okay. What's the update?
Well, we'd like to tell the sheriff, but Fairfell is no longer cursed. We saved it.
Sure. Okay.
We have a writ.
May I see the writ?
We've been doing personal business with her, and we're just checking back in.
Okay. Well, if the writ is substantial enough, then you may certainly go to see her. Thank you. Kind of looks it over. Oh. I see. Okay. Well, wait here a moment. Deputy kind of leans over. This guy run up. They need to speak with the sheriff. Can you go get her, please? And, oh yeah, sure. Runs away. Well, I apologize. Sheriff is a busy woman, but I'm sure you understand.
Understand protecting her time. You're good. You're good at your job.
Thank you. Actually, if you wouldn't mind saying that to her, I would appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great. Turns around and you see the sheriff walking up in her typical garb, where she's the kind of gauntlet and kind of formal, almost like military-esque uniform. Hello. So I'm told that you have dealt with Pharaohfall. Were successful in some sort of cleansing of the town.
Yeah, there's a wound underneath it. It's taken care of.
Really?
Yeah.
See the thread, please. Thank you. Unfurls it and looks it over. This is official guidance from the Church of Kale. From one of their priestesses. Well.
No, it's a lie.
Rolls it back up. You have my thanks. Hands it over.
I think they're working to establish a new mayor there. He's very, very kind man. Seemed really interested in the well-being of the town. His name is Claus. So the fort asked us to pass it along since we were heading back this way. I think they're going to try and establish some trade inroads and what have you there as well. But just wanted to let you know that that's been taken care of, and people are no longer dying outside of natural causes.
I have to be honest, I've vastly underestimated you all.
Well, there is a bard working on the story at the Cabaros. If you'd like to hear the grand tale, but we can also give you the Cliff Notes version.
I'd prefer the Cliff Notes version. I do have work to do, but I do want to hear about what will happen there.
Can we go somewhere more private?
Yes, we can go back to my office. If you follow me, kind of leads you up, goes to the third floor, where there's kind of this, one of the corner offices that overlook the town, and leads you in there, shuts the door. And it is a very nice office. I mean, it's an elected officials kind of one where nice mahogany desk, this beautiful kind of rug in the center. But it also does have those kind of like working conditions where there's a bunch of papers all over it too. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's one that you can tell that she definitely takes some pride in terms of her station. She just sits down. So, do tell.
So the Shattered were the ones that were manipulating the wound.
Cult of the Shattered.
Cult of the Shattered.
I see.
They basically had some kind of pillar that was siphoning the awful energy from the wound and pulling it in here. It's not good stuff.
Wait, pulling it in here?
This plane of existence. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, yeah, into the town.
I thought you meant Melvain
Oh,
for a
no,
moment.
this plane of existence.
Very concerned.
Sorry. No.
It's fine. So, there was a pillar that was channeling the energy in. You said there was a wound, and it was closed.
Yes, we closed the wound, at least as best as we, as much as we can. We can't say that it's permanently closed, but it is to the point where it's no longer open and no longer channeling energies. The pillar has been, destroyed, creating unfortunately, a cave-in, but it's not too massive.
It might be worth, just between us and you, to send someone you trust to town, just to be a presence, keep an eye out in case the Shattered come back. It's weakened, it's going to take time to heal completely, if at all. So they could rip it right back open if they get back down there.
Can you describe the area in which the wound was?
What was below ground? There was a tunnel entrance in the general shop.
Okay.
You went down, there was a tunnel entrance there, and you proceeded further. The main pillar was in a larger cavern, and beyond that, much further down, below the city, was the ruins, essentially, in a cavern that had the wound.
Ruins?
Yeah, it was like what looked like an old building of some sort of structure down there, like a ziggurat of sorts. We did collapse the cave.
The
But there were other offshoots. We don't know where they lived.
The upper cavern is what we collapsed when we took out the pillar.
I have some concerns over what that area once was, the ruins.
We did as well. We didn't recognize any of the... None of it looked familiar to anyone with my abilities, anyway. Or my knowledge of it.
I think we may have some people that can look into it. Trusted individuals, those that are at the Institute. They may be able to send some individuals more arcane practiced to take a look at it and see what they can find.
That'd be a good idea. There was definitely a fiendish person posing as a normal person.
Fiendish.
Yeah, they like summoned a fiend. They could do magic, but it was very dark.
We actually have a fiendish expert at the Institute too. I'll speak with them. Researcher Aurelius. They can take a look and see what they find there.
Are you talking about the warlock?
How?
Are you talking about the warlock?
Yes, that was associated with the cult.
Were there any creatures in the caves still?
There's still one that got away from us. Unfortunately, we didn't want to go.
We're pretty beat up.
We're feeling it.
There's a lizard.
The main cavern where the ruins are, there's a lot of outshoot tunnels, and we didn't want to go delving too much the way we were. But there was I can't remember what it was.
There's a lizard thing and a bug thing.
Yeah, it was the bug.
So two things.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's a large nesting lizard off on its own chute. We believe that that's.
Looks super associated with them. It might have
Yeah.
just been like a natural
It's kind of
monster.
yeah.
You know.
It
Okay.
made itself a little cove there.
If you need us to ask for something, we're around. We have a couple of things we might need to do, but protection is kind of our thing. So.
Do you have a pen and paper I can borrow real quick?
Oh, absolutely. Takes out a pad and hands it over to you.
I'll make like a little map. Not like exact, but like estimates of what to expect.
Sure. Well,
There was a dragon. We killed it.
a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Full dragon?
A
Wait.
young one. It was a,
Like not a wyvern or a drake, but a dragon.
No, it was definitely a dragon. It was a deep dragon, but it was transitioning into a shadow dragon because it was so close to the wound to the shadow fowl.
This is very serious. Okay.
It looked like this.
Yeah. A little alarming, but
The dragon.
no pupils?
No, and it had like these spidery things. We think that was from the Shadowfell's influence. It was kind of becoming a different type of dragon. It was transitioning.
I see. Well, we have a few individuals at the Cruise Grove Institute that may be able to look into this. Some that are more practiced in the arcane and combative forms of it that can look into these matters. I hate to send you back there if you've just come from it. Do you have the ability to do that? If you don't, that's fine. I have other people that can look into it.
Well, it's on the way, isn't it? To Inictal?
It would be west, but not... I mean, you have to head north from...
We'd have to like backtrack to the fort, right?
Right.
We can probably make a stop.
It's not that far out of the way.
Yeah, we gotta head to Inictal.
Okay. Well, if you're willing to do that, then I can send researcher Aurelius with you.
What do you guys think? Hit stop back at Farrowfell before we head over to Inictal?
Farrowfell's pretty far out of the way.
Not really.
It's what like it's
2
like
days of travel.
yeah.
It would be... If you're taking the actual paths, it would be an additional 3 days of travel. If you were to travel just directly, it would probably closer to 4.
Not in a rush. Be kind of nice just to fight some monsters as opposed to like world-ending stuff.
Actually, so it looks. So we got a map of Tisha, didn't we, or no?
We did.
You did.
So looking at it, Fairfall looks directly south. Can we go directly north from the fort? Or from Fairfall?
You could. Wait, are you asking me as DM or Seraphim?
I'll ask it in character.
Okay.
So looking at this, I know there wasn't a path. Was there a lack of path due to it being a haunted town, or is that not traversable country?
Moving northward from
Fairfell to the next fort on its way to Inictal.
Yeah.
There you're moving through just mostly high desert and highlands, so you would be able to do it, but it wouldn't be necessarily the easiest travel.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like an old path that got discarded because Fairfall was haunted, or was no longer of traveling use.
I don't believe there. Well, I believe originally there may have been a path, but that would have been probably lost as the years have gone on.
Definitely faster to backtrack to the fort and then follow the road.
Well, that's
Safer.
interesting.
Safer, but not faster.
Well, we'll roll the dice when we get to that point. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Perhaps literally.
Literally, roll the dice, guys. Hey. I don't think we're opposed to a little side trip.
Well, that would be very appreciated then.
Does she seem shocked or like, I guess an overall vibe from her? Like, does it seem like she knows about this stuff, or is this like all new to her?
Make an insight check.
Insight check. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Not a whole lot better. That's a 9.
9. She is a hard read. She does have a general kind of like standoffishness to her that you've seen like every time you've met her. But she does seem to be kind of warming up to you in the sense that you think that though she is hard to read, you think she does seem pretty genuine.
Okay.
Can't be certain though.
Okay.
Earning some street cred with her, maybe?
Yeah,
Like,
a little bit. A little bit.
She's not exactly irritated by...
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't hate us anymore.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, you've gone from like irritated to just like slightly annoyed. So,
Yeah.
which for her is like a real improvement.
We're moving up in the world.
Yeah.
I'm also remembering, I think Harley said that she was a pain in Harley's neck.
Sheriff, I gotta tell you run a tight ship though. The men at the fort were extremely accommodating, very thorough in their checks.
Good.
A normal level of suspicious. Very, very well warranted, very tight ship there. And here as well, it seems like your man there at the desk was very protective of your time, definitely trying to save you some nonsense. So, just wanted to let you know that things are looking good around here.
Thank you. Being a member of the council does leave me with not a lot of free time in addition to my own duties as sheriff, so I appreciate it. Try and keep as many things working as smoothly as possible and without as much, without introducing any friction to Milvain.
Sure. And having trusted people invaluable, absolutely. Then you can delegate, which is great.
Yes.
Well, I think we'd be happy to escort the member from the Institute over there and kind of give them the lay of the land, see if we can help out in any way before we head on our way to Inictal. We may be gone for a while. We're just got some business in the city there, but we'll plan on being back. We love the Copper Rose.
I've heard some things from some of the guards that have stopped by. Sounds like you've done quite a bit of renovation there.
We try. Rose seems happy, and that's the important thing.
One might even say suspiciously so, but it does seem all above the board, so I'm not one to go looking for things if there doesn't appear to be any sort of untoward business that may have caused it, so...
Well, definitely not.
Rose is the sweetest.
Yeah,
She is.
we definitely want her to have an enjoyable second half.
Yes.
I'm not one to turn down the help of, as rare as it may be these days, truly altruistic individuals.
We try.
Well, I'll send word over to the Institute and see if researcher Aurelius is available. If not, there may be someone else who has the free time. I don't want to say free time. Scheduling availability to accompany you.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, that was mainly it. It was just I didn't want to discuss the cult parts in front of everybody.
I understand. Cult activity is something that is often hard to root out, and unfortunately can be quite invasive.
This is the second time we've crossed paths. It's not exactly the coziest feeling.
Well, I'm pleased to say I haven't heard of any within the walls of Milvain, and I intend to keep it that way. So hopefully this place will be a safe place for you.
All right, we'll get out of here and let you back to work.
Thank you. Well, good luck, and should I send over whomever from the Institute's available tomorrow at the Copper Rose?
Yeah,
That would be great.
I'll do that.
that'd be awesome.
Well, have a good day. She kind of stands up and escorts you towards the door.
Well, sounds like we have lots of impending deadlines tomorrow. When I cast message, do I have to speak out loud or is it in my head?
You have to whisper it.
Okay. Do we have any other stops or are we going back to the inn?
Anywhere else you kids want to go?
Not so much.
Okay. When we get back to the inn, I'm going to go up to my room or whatever and send a message to Darwin.
Sending or message?
Sending.
Okay.
Message? Is that what I do?
Message is where you point to somebody within a certain amount of feet. Sending is carried on the wind kind of
It's
thing.
the one that's sending.
Okay,
It's sending.
gotcha. That's what I thought.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to cast sending.
25 words.
Okay. Darwin's the red hand guy, right?
Correct.
Hey, Darwin. Rin here. We will be returning to Farrowfell tomorrow with a member of the Institute. Giving you heads up. Case wanna be hidden.
I'll allow the wannabe.
Wannabe.
Yeah.
Wanna be-
You get a response back. Thank you. I actually have been here looking over some of the runes, but I'll make myself scarce. I appreciate the notice. I hope your friend is well. That's it.
Did a good thing, guys.
I did a thing.
Did a thing. Alright. So, what are we doing tomorrow, you guys?
I mean, we got to make a decision about Bob.
Exactly. It's kind of what I was dancing around.
I do want more information about what she wants done.
I don't know we're gonna find that tonight.
I don't think so either. But I also don't know. We're getting a full dance card. I don't know where her family is either, if it's even on the way.
Well,
This was the Institute person?
No, this is the Crimson Cowl buying her silence by killing some giants.
yeah, Vadir's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh. And where'd she say the giants were? I apologize.
She didn't.
She didn't really give much information.
Do we have, an idea, or killing giants until we find the right ones.
We don't know.
We have to agree to do it before she'll give us more information. It's the gist I got of the conversation that I didn't hear, so this is all out of character.
Look, I've got an idea. This is a big decision. We shouldn't make it lightly. Why don't we all just sleep on it? But first, let's get hammered, because we did a good thing for Pharaohfall, and we have a chance to actually celebrate it here at the Copper Rose.
I love it. Hammered!
You know what? I did forget to ask the sheriff about our buddies up north. What were they called? What was his name?
Varga? No.
The guy who runs the ogre camp.
Yeah.
She knows about him. What do you mean?
Just to see, because weren't they going to open up
Wait.
like trade routes and stuff? Or I didn't know.
Oh, Visagor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he met
Ah, I
with
think it's
Corfer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Corf would be the one that would know, and I would assume since they're buddies.
Also, since he didn't say anything like, hey, why'd you assholes bring that guy here?
I just didn't know there had been any developments, so I guess we got enough on our
That's
plate.
fair.
Alright, let's get drunk.
So,
Shots.
yeah. After healthy rounds of the Copper Rose, everyone has a well-earned celebration and well-earned rest for their feats in Pharaohfall.
I like that alliteration.
Thank you. The next day, as everyone wakes up, nursing their hangovers, respectively, as some of them may have come on a little harder than others, with those possibly different in terms of hardiness of the group, you find one notable gap as you're all kind of sitting in the the bar area of the Copper Rose. Bog has not come out from his room yet.
Do you think he drank that much? My head hurts so bad. Why is everyone yelling?
Haven't you guys learned to drink water before you go to bed?
Why are you yelling?
I will go up to his room.
Is there like a metal thing I can scratch nails on next to her?
If you want to be that guy, you may certainly do that. Metal wall sconce, you can just like clink.
I'll do this unless you promise to stop with the precedent with the little bell. What do you want? Bell or claws on the metal?
Fine. I can't believe you resorted to torture. You're so mean.
So
To drink water, and I'll give her a mug of water.
Thank you.
you see Rose come out. Oh no, honey, you want some black coffee and a banana? That helps me every time.
I'll try anything.
Here you go. Hands it over. So, Vidir, as you walk up to Bog's room, door is still shut.
Try to open it.
You feel the door knob actually, it's locked.
I'll bang on the door.
You bang on it.
Get up. It's time to go.
There's no answer.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do.
You do? Oh, great. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Is it just, what do I roll for that?
So it's a dexterity check.
Okay. Like modifier or proficiency too? Or?
If you have proficiency with thieves' tools, not just that you have them, but you have proficiency with them, then you'd add your proficiency bonus too.
Okay. I think I got him from Urban Bounty Hunter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Damn.
It's a 10.
10? There are simple locks at the Copper Rose, though, so that's just enough. As you pick the lock and open up the door, Bog is not in his room.
Is this stuff in there?
In fact, as you look around, you see the window open, but you don't see any of his stuff there either.
if I look out the window, can I see the stable from where I'm at, like where the cart is?
Yes. What's your passive investigation?
13.
13? Okay, you do notice that actually the bed has been, like, slightly moved.
Slightly moved?
Mm-hmm. Like, it's not made either, but it's, like, kind of, like, scooted over a bit. Like, away from the window.
I'll look under the bed?
Looking at the bed, you don't find anything there. Outside of some dust bunnies.
Is the cart still at the stable?
So, as you look outside the window, you do see that the stable doors are still shut.
Okay. I'll move the bed back.
Okay.
And I'll go downstairs.
Okay.
And I will go see the stable. I want to see if the cart's still there or not.
Okay. So, as you open up the doors and you look inside, you see... I forget the other one's name every time. It's Jasper.
Ruby?
Ruby, thank you. You see Jasper and Ruby, both stabled, and the cart's still there.
Okay. All the stuff's still in the cart?
You look through, yeah, seems like it's all there.
Okay. I'll go back inside.
Okay.
Bog's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
Just that. He's gone. Like he dipped.
Like he took the cart and left?
He left the cart and all the stuff in it.
What? Rose,
Yes, dear.
did Bob say anything to you last night?
No.
Or this morning?
No. I mean, well, he said some things last night, but nothing to me this morning. I haven't seen him this morning, actually. He's normally
What
up
did he
by
say
now.
last night?
He was very, I thought drunk. He was just saying how much he appreciated his time here and me taking him in and letting him work for me. I told him it was more help than me being charitable, but he just wanted to say thanks, and then he kept drinking. He also said not to worry. He was going to take care of things.
What does that mean? You don't think he turned himself in, do you?
I can go find out.
I thought I heard some commotion on the backside, though. Not where the barn is, further over.
You think she jumped her deadline?
Like, what kind of commotion? Was it, like, scuffle?
It sounded like a... I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's a loud sound, but muffled. I didn't go looking, no. That's trouble.
It was behind the bar?
Yes.
Like back where the rooms are?
Far,
Outside?
farther from it, but yes.
I haven't taken a look there. All I did was check the stable. We can go take a look.
Well, let's go take a look.
Okay. So, as you head back outside and kind of look around these perimeter of the bar, closer towards like kind of the alleyway, make a perception check
Who's our tracker boys?
and or investigation.
I'm okay at investigation.
I'm not.
None of us
Either
are
you-
great at perception.
Either are you survival investigation people?
I'll make an investigation if somebody else wants to make perception.
My investigation is good against Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
Would not qualify.
Oh.
Got a natural
Do
one.
either of you guys want to roll?
Ah,
I'll do perception. 18.
okay, nice. So, while looking around outside,
Can I assist Vadir with investigating?
no, we already had the 2 dice rolls. So, Vadir keeps looking at the barn, kind of like, I know there's something here.
There's just something not right about the barn.
Why would he leave the cart, though?
Uh,
Especially Jasper.
just particularly hung up on that. Yeah.
We're like comes back to him and actually points him towards the barn. Like he's not even looking at the barn. She's just like, over here, big guy.
Rainier, as you look around the perimeter, you find Bog's petticoat lying on the ground in kind of one of the tucked away sections of the alley.
What'd you find?
His coat. This is the one that he wears outside that keeps everything clean, right?
Yep.
Does it look like force of like he just dropped it, or like?
It's kind of clumped, just on the ground near kind of a crate, kind of like tucked near it.
But not like somebody hit it, or like somebody hit it.
Is the alley like dirt?
It is. Yes, it is dirt.
Are there like drag marks or anything like that?
Make an investigation check or survival, actually.
Survival?
Yep.
You want just one to that, right?
13. Yeah, you definitely find a pair of tracks. They look similar to Bog's feet, and then another set as well that you're having a little harder time identifying.
So there's more than one pair of steps.
Yep.
Are they big?
Looking them over, they do look a little more sizable than Bog's feet.
Pick up his jacket.
And when you pick up his jacket, you find an arm, a furry arm, beneath it.
Rin screams. What did
You
she
drop
do? Yeah.
I thought you meant the arm for a second.
I'll just go and if she's gonna drop it in front, I'll go and pick it up and be like, huh, what is this? Can I tell what kind of furry arm it is?
Oh, this looks much the same as Bog's.
Like Bog's arm?
Yeah, it is a left arm with a decent-sized spot of blood on the ground where the arm was lying.
I'll be right back.
Blood bars detach your arms?
I'm coming with you. I'm gonna kill him.
I'll be right back.
I'm coming with you.
I'm invisible.
Damn it!
Is there no blood trail?
You looking around, you don't see one.
Huh. Is there any jewelry? He wore a bunch of jewelry, didn't he?
He may have had some. I can't quite remember.
Is there any jewelry on the hand?
It's like his, right? They didn't
Yeah.
steal his stuff. Like, it's not an illusion.
No, the arm is not an illusion, no.
I pick the coat back up, obviously.
Okay.
I'm going to, like, start I'm clutching the coat.
Okay. Make a perception check when you do that.
Are there any pockets on the coat?
Oh, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. With that perception check, as you pick it up, you kind of hear this rustling sound. Like the sound of almost like paper or something with inside the coat.
I,
Like
feel
inside
around.
Inside the breast pocket, you pull out this piece of paper, piece of parchment.
What's it say?
As you unfold it, you find Bog's last will and testament.
What does it say?
There's a lot of details to it.
Okay.
In terms of divvying up everything, the Rose and most of its possessions do go to Rose. But there are some other specific instructions. I can read it, or I can mail it.
You can just mail it.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Last will... Yeah, I know.
A or B?
I'll do this anyway.
A.
Last will and testament of Bogzar Nightmane. I'll try and read it fairly quickly because there's some stuff to it. I, Bogzar Nightmane, a.k.a. Handsome Bog, a.k.a. Cutie Pie, proprietor of the Black Opal Blessing, Night Manager of the Copper Rose, follower of Evkoff, resident of the town of Opolis, founding member of the Moonstone Guard, being of sound mind, not acting under duress or undue influence, and fully understanding the nature and extent of all my property and disposition thereof, do hereby make, publish, and declare this document to be my last will and testament, and hereby revoke any and all other wills, codicils, hereforto made by me. I devise and bequeath my property, both real and personal, in wherever situation as follows. Dorgiran Stormskin of the Kartu Desert with the following property. 1 modified cart, all the contents within thereof, and 1 horse Jasper, 1 horse Ruby. Rainier of Ayame of the Amber Crown Isles. 1 hidden blade, 1 set of thieves' tools, 1 fine black cloak, 2 daggers, 1 mystery key. Vidir Narco of the Kartu Desert. 1 ceremonial shield, 1 rapier, Tiger's Eye, with Ruby War Mage. 1 navy petticoat of Gleaming. 1 leather backpack, including all contents within thereof. Rinwood of Wilderfront with following property. 1 set of jeweler's tools, 1 giant white elk studded leather of Gleaming, 1 navy bowler hat of Gleaming, 1 deed to the Black Opal's Blessing in Ortharm. Rosemary of Milvain. All coin, platinum, gold, silver, and copper, is to be returned to their possession. If Rosemary is unwilling or unable to accept property, currency defaults to Rinwood. In the events of an untimely death, the testator implores that beneficiaries to use the testator's remains, or lack thereof if eaten by a hill giant, to be recovered, returned, and redeemed for any and or all bounties in the testator's name. I, the undersigned Bogsar Nightmane, do hereby declare that I signed and executed this this instrument of my last will and testament, and that I executed it as my free and voluntary act for the purposes herein expressed. Signed, Bogsar Nightmane. May Evkoff find us all.
I don't know what's happening. Did he turn himself in? Why would she cut his arm off? I'm so confused. Where did Vadir go? Rainier, do you know? You look like you know something. What do you know?
Why would I know anything?
Didn't you follow him?
No. What?
Inside check.
Out of character, you followed him one day.
When did that happen?
When he met with the giant lady the last time.
The first time.
The first time.
Oh, but I thought you meant Bog. Did I follow Bog?
No, Vadir. Did you follow Vadir?
Oh, I mean the one time, yeah.
Because
But
Vadir
I
is
don't-
gone.
Dude, wait. I thought only that was never like communicated to the group, like in character. Was that Vadir to
I thought we had a moment in the bar where you guys were awkward and we ferreted it out of you.
I think so. It might have been one of the nights you were working.
When we were truth telling about backgrounds and stuff. Okay, so Bog is missing and missing an arm, and he wrote a will. I don't like it. And now Vadir is missing, and he said that he was gonna go check on something, and I don't know what to do. Do any of you know what to do?
I would trust Vadir to. He's quite adept at garnering knowledge.
So we just sit here and do nothing?
You want me to wait?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Can we try and follow the tracks?
I don't know. Did he leave tracks?
Wait, Vadir's tracks?
Vadir. Oh, or any of the tracks, really. Yes.
Yeah, you can make a survival check to try and determine where they go.
Well, Dorgarian, you found him.
22.
Nice.
Okay. So, following the tracks outward from the alley, they eventually make it to kind of the cobblestone road that eventually does lead near the Copper Rose, and they vanish.
Because it's a road.
Okay.
Is there any blood on the ground?
Actually, with your survival check, you don't find any.
So, where the arm connected to the body, presumably at one point, what kind of wood? Does that look like it's a slashing, a rip, or is it how does that look?
Make a medicine check for that kind of info. 12. There's definitely some tearing that's going on here, but you're not sure the full origins of the wound.
Well, yeah. So, but it wasn't like sliced off. It was more. Okay.
It looks a little messy.
Okay. I didn't maybe no. Maybe he had like a fake back arm. I don't know.
So, as you're all kind of left there wondering, Vidir, what do you do?
I'm
Other
going.
than, completely leave your party. Nothing. Stressful time. It's fine.
We all handle stress differently. Some of us want answers. I was gonna go to where Harley's at.
Okay, so the 2K Glass Emporium.
Yep.
Okay.
So you stealthily try to look around, see if she's even in the main front.
She's working in her shop. Yeah, she's kind of walking around.
Okay. I would like to just stealthily gain access to the building, but then try to look around to see if I find Bog anywhere.
Okay, make a stealth check at advantage since you are invisible.
Don't screw me. It's gonna be great. That is 15.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
She saw me.
So as you're walking around and trying to sneak around, how long does your invisibility last?
Hour.
Hour. Okay. You're walking around her shop, and you're very quiet. But you see her kind of turn and look at one point when you kind of open up a drawer, you quickly shut it. You just kind of pause there for a moment. She begins walking right in your direction.
I move around, try to be as quietly as I can, but move around to another spot
Okay.
and just ask, where is he?
Okay. I think that might reveal you.
I think it's only if I, attack or make a spell, or do a spell.
Right. I'm not entirely certain. That's the part.
Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Okay. So you ask. She says, I know that voice. Who?
Still moving, I stop. You know who. What did you do with him? And then I move a different direction.
She kind of smiles a little bit. Make another stealth check. At advantage still.
That's much better. 21.
Okay. I need to check her perception. Because I rolled well too. Oh, come on, D&D Beyond. Be cool. Sometimes just runs a little slower. Alright. Sorry, I need to pull up her stat block. It's too close. I don't remember if she's proficient in perception checks or not. Because if she is, then she might know where you're at. Reasonably speaking, anyway. Not spot on necessarily, but close.
She knows you're in this.
Yeah. She might not see you, but she might be able to sonar you out.
She knows you're moving.
Okay, it's D&D Beyond. It is D&D Beyond. It's acting slow. Okay. Then I will stop looking it up. All right. So, I'll say for the sake of this, she kind of starts running directly in your direction. As it's either very close or she may have actually succeeded. So she runs up. She kind of pauses for a moment. I don't know where he's at, but I'm surprised you don't either.
Wait, what?
You said, what'd you do with him, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's my response.
Oh, okay.
That's my response to her, is I drop invisibility. Wait. You don't know where he's at? You don't have him.
She's going to charge you and try to make a grapple attack against you.
She has windows here, right?
She does, yeah.
Is there a rooftop from where I can see? Like, can I see a rooftop out the window?
No, she has tall, like, it's like a 2-story building that just doesn't have a second floor.
Okay. And there's no buildings around that are like 2 stories or anything?
Oh, there's some nearby, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was going to try to Misty Step since I can see out the windows. To the closest, if there's one close enough within 30 feet.
Okay. Tell you what, go ahead and roll initiative to see who's faster. And I can't pull up her stat block, so I won't know for certain.
As a reaction.
Oof. Well, Misty Step's a bonus action.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
bonus action. 14.
Okay, you beat her. I don't know what it is, but I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So, like, natural 4, not gonna be able to cover that difference. So, as she, like, kind of lunges for you, you poof out.
I said, well, I guess that answers that then. And then, poof. Out.
I don't know if she'd be able to determine where you went. I don't think she necessarily would. She kind of, so, you know what? In that case, you see her pause for a moment, and just kind of yell out, like, muffled, "I don't know where he's at." You know what? She just leave it there. I don't know where he's at, but we missed out on money.
But I missed out on money?
We.
Oh, you missed out on money. I'll contact you soon.
Just kind of yell it out.
Yep, I'm gone. Stealthily. Till I can find a spot where I can be not on a rooftop.
Okay. And I think with there, we're going to go ahead and call it.
Oh, that's great.
As we'll pick up for the next game with these events kind of simmering in. All right, let's see if she was actually proficient with perception. She was! She did see where you were at.
Oh.
Well, heard. It's fine.
Heard enough.
Yeah. All right, well.
Well, your next action revealed yourself anyway. So
Yeah.
it would have been, like, pretty close anyway. She'd have been, like, already looking in that corner, and you'd have...
True.
Wait, what?
So, with that, we're going to go ahead and call the game. Yeah.
No.
Next time, we may or may not find out what happened with Bog, but we'll see, ultimately. And also where the party goes from here. But...
Where the party at?
Yeah, right. Let's go ahead and call the game. So we want to give a thank you to Gilding Light for the space to stream, and our sponsors, Sirenscape and Idle Champions. In terms of shows, we only, to my knowledge, I think only have one other show right now on Gilding Light. That would be The Inspectors, Echoing Dark. They will be back on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific. And they'll be on here on the Gilding Light channel, the one you're probably watching right now. Or if you're watching this on a VOD, they'll be in this YouTube channel that you're watching through right now. So tune in for that. It's ran by DC Lasser. He's awesome. Producer extraordinaire as well. Really cool dude. I don't think Gen Con's happened yet. If it has, then I'm just way off. But if it hasn't, then you could see some cool stuff. He's running a panel. I think the seats are all sold out at this point, but maybe there's a VOD. I don't know how all that works, but I gotta say, from my own standpoint, really excited for EDC to have that. It's really cool. As for us, I don't think we have any announcements or anything like that. We do have a few changes to the stream. You may have noticed that my camera is a little slightly different. We have another one that you'll be seeing very shortly. And one you'll be seeing is also repositioned maybe next time. We'll find out. But again, we want to give you all a big thanks for watching our show. And tune in next week as we continue this adventure and find out what's going on in the world of Tasha.
Bum, bum, bum.
In action-packed Tales of Istoria. All right. All right, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, cutie pies.
Yep.
That's it.